These are some USB-C chargers that I've bought over the last 6 months that have gallium nitride MOSFETs in them. And I originally started with this guy here, maybe that one, and early on this one, and a few of these are later. And I also bought these 12 volt PD barrel jack tips to go on the end of the USB-C cord to run my 12 volt equipment as a sound quality test. Now originally I was doing this with just USB-A, using the big guy there just for 5 volt tests, because my little USB hub that went to my first DAC from my iPad took 5 volts, and I actually could hear differences in, say, this model to this model, and they both, laid waste to non-GaN charger models. Anyway, so long story short, I went to try and fill up all the gaps where I had normal power and try to do it with these guys, but I had to make sure they were getting these 12 volt tips. And long story short, a lot of the RME products that I use, the 3 products that I need these tips for, actually have a voltage range of operation from anywhere from 9 volts to 16 volts. And so they were happy even if they got 9 volts. And this only came to a head when I was building the switch box to test all these other power source. So to do A and B with a 12 volt battery, the power tips going in had to be 12 volt, and when I was switching, that was really messing things up. And it took me a while, and I had to get the multimeter on, and then I soon discovered that one of my favorites was only putting out 9 volt, this guy. And then I switched into this one. I could only get 9 volt out of that guy, and then I went into the living room and got this one as a big laptop charger. This only did 9 volt, etc., etc. I could get 12 volt out of that one. And these guys here, that's why I've separated them left to right. And it turns out all you have to do is read the tiny weeny fine print on the back of any of these. And this is probably the worst example. And they give you a list of voltages. If I could hold that still enough for you. So yeah, USB-C, 5 volts on the lowest, 9 volt, 12 volt. So as long as they list a 12 volt mode, they will negotiate a 12 volt flow through to those tips. This guy says, hey, I want 12. This guy says, yeah, sure, and then 12 turns up. And these guys, lo and behold, if you go to the fine print, again, very tiny looking print, USB-C, 5, 9, 15. And so these can't negotiate 15, so they go down to 9. They go to the next highest value. Yeah, so that was fun, learning about which chargers did which, and having a few headaches doing it. And I've also got the Topping D50 Mark III, which just uses 5 volt input, so I can rescue one of these to do that final tweeter DAC duties. And I can also do a battle, just swapping these out on the first DAC to see how much jitter I get and which one of these 4 is going to give me the nicest. Yeah, and the other side of the story is I can't A and B a 12 volt with a 9 volt, even though I can run the front DAC on 9 volt. I can't do a quick flippy floppy listen. I can do like a 20-second break swap, which is still pretty good. So yeah, I can't count them out fully, put it that way. But anyway, A lot of this is mute because there is another contender that is not a GaN charger, and that's a few other DC options. Alright, catch ya, and keep on trucking.